Here's my 10 biggest takeaways from our last $2.2 million on TikTok ad spend. So what we're going to do in this video is break down, I have a list right here of the kind of 10 lessons, learnings, tips, basically my biggest kind of takeaways and breakthroughs that I've had over the last $2.2 million in TikTok ad spend that we've done through our primary business center on TikTok. Listen, we have a ton of business centers. We're involved in a lot of projects, but I wanted to hone in really on our kind of core performance business center that spends a good amount of money and it's really direct response oriented, whereas others are in different markets. So these are directly from 2.2 plus million in spend in the last few months. So a good amount of spend, a lot of learnings, a lot of lessons. We're going to cover all 10 of them in this video. So make sure you get your Remarkable out or your iPad out, your notebook out, and take some notes. We're going to cover a good amount of stuff in this video. Try to be concise though, because I have a baby on a walk right now that could be coming back any minute. So we'll try to breeze through this, but also be really detailed. I know that's kind of counterproductive, but let's start with number one here. So number one is creative. Right? The single biggest takeaway, and this has kind of been consistent for the last 2.5 years on TikTok for me, but really hitting home about a year ago, and then especially the last few months, your creative on TikTok is literally everything. It is the single biggest, most important factor. It is the X factor. It's a game changer. It's the thing that if you can master and figure out how to create really engaging native TikToks, and you can do all on the organic side of the app, you are going to crush on the paid side. Nothing else really matters in the grand scheme of things. So I want you to spend a lot of your time, a lot of your investment in terms of capital, time, effort, things you're putting into this, into your ads for clients for your own business, into the creative process. If you're only doing a few videos a month, if you're doing 1-2 videos a week, if you're dabbling here or there, you are not going to succeed on this platform. If you do succeed, it's a fluke, you're lucky, and you'd be doing 10 times, 100 times better if you actually did this. So you want to really get good at the ad creative process. And I have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel that break down more details on how to create killer creative, how to do research, all that good stuff. So that's number one. Number two is however much creative, this is a theme here you're getting, right? However much creative you think you need based on what you've been doing for years and years on Facebook and YouTube and other channels, it is going to be exponentially more for TikTok. So whatever number you have in mind, like, hey, I just had a consulting call with one of our 10K a month consulting clients literally 2 hours ago. And they were telling about their creative process for their brands on Facebook and YouTube and other channels. And their head of creative was on the call and he was like, yeah, we do 4 videos a month for all of our clients. I was like, you're going to need to 10x that number. Like at a minimum, you're going to need to massively increase that number if you want to scale on TikTok. Listen, if you're low spend, $100, $200 a day, yeah, maybe you can get by with 8, 12 videos a month. But if you want to spend high 5 to 6 plus figures a month, you're going to be cycling through creative really fast. That's actually one of the other points on here is creative fatigue. We'll get to in a minute. But yeah, you're going to need to put out a lot more creative. You need to think of your creatives modular. I have videos in my channel about this. If you treat your ad creatives modular instead of singular, meaning it's a bunch of pieces. So it's opening hooks, problem agitation, solution presentation, product pitch, CTA, then you can easily cycle and swap different pieces and just shoot different components. So you can shoot kind of 4 to 8 core ads during a month, but shoot 20 opening hooks. And now you have a lot of ads. You have 100 plus ads, right, to run. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, and this kind of, again, going the creative theme, repurposing Facebook creative or YouTube creative and pushing that into TikTok, and not even repurposing, because there's some interesting things you could do on the repurposing side that I've talked about in the past strategy wise. Using the reply to comment video feature with a sticker overlay is a good one. But just taking a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad and pushing it into TikTok, which I see all the time. Make sure to check out my Fire or Fail show I do every week where I kind of show this. This is a reoccurring fail theme in the top ad section. Is brands running a 4x5, a 1x1, a 16x9 in TikTok. It looks terrible. It stands out like a sore thumb as an ad. TikTok hates it. They penalize you. You pay a lot more. Users hate it. You just get no clicks. You pay really, really high costs. However, on the flip side, really good TikTok creative or even mediocre TikTok creative does very, very well on Facebook, on Pinterest, on YouTube, on Snap, on Twitter, on other channels that are out there, right? That can run at least a type of video. And it lasts a lot longer on those channels. So it's a one-way street. So if you're going to invest in creative, invest in TikTok creative because you can use it everywhere, not Facebook creative. Number 4, opening hooks and opening subtitles, text overlays are really 2 of your biggest variables, 2 of your biggest kind of needle movers on the creative standpoint, right? So the rest of your ad, the core part of your ad, the demo, the unboxing, the problem agitation, the solution presentation, the failed solutions that didn't work before your solution, All those things, yeah, are important and they can help move the needle. But if you don't really grab their attention in the first 1 to 3 seconds, that first sentence, that first text on the screen, if it is not hooking them in and getting them curious, doesn't matter, right? So those are the things you should be putting a lot of time and attention to every single week, testing, cycling in new hooks, cycling in new text subtitles. Those are going to be big needle movers for you. So that's 4. 5, big audiences. On TikTok, bigger is better. Don't try to run $20 a day ad groups with very, very small audiences like you might on Facebook. On TikTok, what we've seen consistently work is either broad, zero targeting, or stacked interest, really, really big, broad interest audiences, or even things like a stacked hashtag audience with audience expansion. So it opens it up to 90 million people if you do audience expansion. So most of our audiences are going to be 30, 50, 80 million people in size. And we really let the creative do the targeting for us and do a lot of the work for us. So go broad, don't go too niche. So that's number 5. Number 6, frankly, retargeting's been hit or miss on the platform. We have not, sometimes it can crush, sometimes it bombs. It has not been a consistent winner for us like it has been on Facebook. On Facebook, we have retargeting campaigns running for clients for months and years in some cases that just print money. It's consistent high ROI, high ROAS. With TikTok, it really isn't that way. However, what does work very well is using TikTok for really cost-effective top-of-funnel traffic and then retargeting that traffic on Facebook, on Google, on other channels, because the retargeting works really well there. You're able to build these large audiences for a lot less money than you would on Google or Facebook. So kind of cross-platform retargeting works very, very well. If you use UTMs, you can create a TikTok audience in Facebook using the website traffic, using a rule, TikTok as the rule for the URL contains, and then just retarget TikTok traffic to see what the ROI is on that audience. Number 7, when you're looking at scaling, cost cap combined with big budgets is one of your most consistent strategies in terms of profitability. So switching over to cost cap from lowest cost, using a cost cap starting bid at 1x your break-even CPA and then moving it as needed to get the spend going. Setting a budget that's 50 times higher than your bid so you give a good multiple there and letting it rip, right? So we do this a lot. We'll find a winner. We'll dupe it. We'll do cost cap. We'll jack the budget up to $5,000, $10,000 a day and let it run. Again, it's not going to spend the full budget, but what it does spend, it's very, very profitable and much more consistent and stable. And you can get much more aggressive at the scaling, doing vertical scaling with a 20% daily budget because you're starting at $5,000 or $10,000 a day. So that increase makes a big difference. Number 7, which I just actually, number 7 is a cost cap. Number 8 is value optimization. If you get 20 complete payments in a week with a payment value, you unlock the ability to do value optimization. So value optimization works really, really well. It's a relatively new kind of platform-wide GA, they call it, kind of general access feature. We've been testing a whitelist for a while, and it slashes CPAs, even if you have the same conversion value for your offer. So let's say you're sending to one offer and it's got everything's the same price point you're passing back. Just using value optimization still does better, right? We're doing it with one of our offers. The price point doesn't change. There's no higher value customer, but just using value optimization, we see higher conversion rates. We see lower CPAs. So definitely check out value optimization VO. Number 9, ads are going to fatigue. So however long you think your ad's going to last based on Facebook, cut it in half, cut it by 80, 90% when it comes to TikTok, right? At most, we are seeing good creative last for 10 to 14 days. And that's being generous. Sometimes, every now and then you get an anomaly, an ad that runs for a month and crushes, right? But that's an anomaly. Most of the time, we're cycling a new creative weekly. And that's also, frankly, one of the best ways to scale is to just constantly be rolling in new creative that's iterative on winning creative and increasing the budget, and also just launching more ad groups with new creative, right? Okay, so that's ad fatigue. Number 10, this is a big one. Don't just assume. I see a lot of people doing this, and it's a big mistake because it is exactly what happened with Facebook in the early days. And you'll know when I say the second why that was a mistake. Don't assume that your offer won't work on TikTok, right? Don't assume that, hey, I target an older demo and I don't think the older demo is on TikTok, or I sell a 10K product and nobody on TikTok has money and I'm not going to run it there. That is complete BS. I just looked literally for our newsletter that we're about to launch, and one of the sections is stat of the week. I literally just looked in Ads Manager. There's over 20 million English-speaking, US residing, targetable adults over the age of 45 on TikTok now. In TikTok Ads Manager, I went 45 and up. There's now 20 million plus people English speaking in the US that are targetable. And that number is growing every single week, every single month. So again, don't assume that it's just teenagers, because it's not. That is not the fastest growing demo anymore. The fastest growing demo is 35, 45 and up, right? So that's one thing, is the older people are there because they're going there because their kids are going there. It's exactly like when Facebook was growing really fast. All the kids were on it, then the parents got on it, and the grandparents got on it, right? So don't be that person 8 years ago, 6 years ago that said, hey, well, Facebook is just a bunch of kids, right? We know how that turned out for those businesses. So it's that. And also, there is a lot of money being spent by TikTok users. When you have over 1 billion people on the app, right? There's plenty of people on there that have money, right? When you have 1 billion users, right? It's a lot of people with money. We have 5 clients right now on the agency and consulting side that are all selling 5K plus products, 5 to 20K offers. A lot of them are doing book a call, phone funnel sales, phone sale funnels, and they're all crushing it, all seeing amazing results. One of our main clients is just started. They're spending about 12 to 15K a week now, doing $55,000 to $65,000 a week on front end sales. Their target is a 1x ROAS, right? So crushing it, right? So don't think that the customer is not there. Okay, so that's 10. I want to give you guys a little bonus here. So we're going to do a bonus 11th tip for tonight because I'm feeling friendly and I have a little more time before they come in the back door here. So before I do that final tip, make sure, as always, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you get all my videos and you get more and more value, more and more tips just like this on a weekly basis. So tip number 11, if you want to get better at TikTok advertising, you need to download the TikTok app on your phone, create an account, and start using it every single day. No excuses. Create an account, go in there, consume content every day, and create content every day. That is the easiest way, most surefire way to get good at TikTok ads. As soon as I started doing that, as soon as I caved, because I put off being a user of TikTok for a long time, as soon as I started really diving in and immersing myself every day into the app, doing lots of research, studying winners, studying viral videos, creating content, hitting winners, having my own winners, then iterating and see what worked about them. My ads performed dramatically better. My performance went up across the board. Same thing with all our media buyers. All our media buyers start doing the same thing. All our creators are doing the same thing. And it's universal. 100% of the time, ads get better. You need to understand this platform. You need to understand the nuances. You need to understand the culture. You need to understand what's working, what's not working, what's trending, and incorporate that into your ads. So there you go. Bonus tip 11 is make sure you're using TikTok as a user every day. Doesn't have to be hours, mindlessly scrolling. Go in there 20 to 30 minutes with a purpose to research the top stuff and to create something, right? Commit to creating a TikTok every single day for your personal account. You will get better. You will get better results, and you'll thank me later. So there you have it, guys. There's some of the takeaways, some of the lessons from the last 2.2 million in TikTok ad spend. I'm going to start doing more of these kind of every few million in TikTok ad spend, some new learning, some new lessons. So every, few months or so, as we hit certain spend thresholds, spend milestones, 20 million, 50 million, 100 million eventually in spend, which we will hit. I'm going to come back here and share more and more and more with you guys. So as always, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss those videos. And in the comments below, let me know what you thought of this video and let me know what questions, topics we'll be covering in future videos on the YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.